So you would have heard of equations. What's the difference between an equation and an expression? Well, 7x plus 8y, that's an expression. 5a minus b plus 6, that's an expression. However, when we introduce the equal sign, we no longer have an expression but an equation. So if I have 7x plus 8y equals 5a minus b plus 6, that now becomes an equation. So an equation will have the equal sign. All right. Now, there are two types of variables when we have equations. We have the independent variable. So that is substitute for the input. So it will give, you will have that variable. It doesn't depend on the other variable. However, the dependent variable is what gives you your output. So based on your input, you will have an output. So the input doesn't depend on your output, but your output depends on your input. So your dependent variable is what you will get when you solve. So we have this equation, y equals 4x plus 10. Solve when x equals 1. So what is x? Is it your dependent variable or your independent variable? Well, x doesn't depend on anything. It is equal to 1. So that is your independent variable. However, whatever answer you get for y depends on what you input as x. So y is your dependent variable. All right. So let's solve for y. Y is equal to 4. Remember, no operation there means multiplication. I can use parentheses to represent multiplication. So 4 times negative 1 plus 10. Y equals negative 4 plus 10. So y is equal to 6. You cannot get y unless you input your variable for x. So that's it. See you in the next video.